what's going to happen to me.
Well, we inform the police in cases of carbon monoxide poisoning. It's up to them to decide whether you were negligent or not. A lot depends on whether Gail survives.
I want to take responsibility for everything.
Have you contacted your wife?
No.
I think you should. Stuart?
She's not well. A kind of breakdown. She's in a mental hospital, but it's going to take some time.
Why didn't you say?
I don't, generally. People don't understand.
You must have told your school. Colleagues?
No. Don't you see? It's all I've been known for. The teacher with a wife in the loony bin. I won't have us judged like that.
So you've been looking after Mandy on your own?
I thought we were managing. I did the shopping and the cooking. I still had my work to do. I should never have made Gail look after Mandy. I should have stayed there with her.
One mistake is all it takes.
What is it? Doctor! Heart rate's normal, blood pressure's up. She's gagging on the endotracheal tube.
Okay, quick, let's get it out.
Gail, can you hear me, love?
It may take some time.
Gail, it's your mum, love. I mean, you're gonna be all right.
Thanks. Did you manage to see Walter Bannister?
For what it's worth, I didn't get very far.
Do you think it's cancer?
Well, he's pale, underweight, reports irregular bowel habits, and his abdominal examination suggests a mass in the cecum.
Well, if he has cancer, he'll need a barium enema X-ray to be sure.
There's something else, though. He has a rash on both elbows and behind the knees, and I would have to do a skin test to be sure, but I think he may have During's disease. Dermatitis hepatiformis.
And you think there's a connection?
Could explain everything.
I'm lost.
Then you're slipping, you see. Dermatitis hepatiformis often comes about because the intestine is reacting to gluten in the diet.
Get yourself down that second-hand shop and get the best price you can.
How do we do that?
The old hard sell, genuine nautical artifacts at a bargain price. You'll have those landlubbers biting your arm off.
Right.
Go on, before Carnegie sees you.
Right, now you've told me that you both have the same symptoms, is that right? Can I ask you both, do you feel worse after you've eaten?
Dad? Look, I'm not saying Eileen isn't a good cook, but it does leave you quite bloated.
Right, but I think that you might have something called celiac disease, which means that you are sensitive to gluten.
Glue what?
It's a protein found in cereal, so that's wheat, barley, rye.
So, what's wrong with us is cause a man's cooking.
Well, I will have to do some tests to confirm it, but if it is what I think it is, then you will have to cut gluten out of your diet. But you could feel better in a matter of weeks. Okay?
What's more romantic, coq au vin or steak flambé? Is this for Liv? Yeah. I want our first evening to be special.
I can't believe you asked him to move in with you.
How can I? There just wasn't any good reason why I shouldn't.
Apart from the fact that you hardly know each other.
Oh, we know each other enough. We clicked straight away. I think it's fate he fell off that ladder.
Wish Phoebe would give me a nick of hand.
I wish you hadn't turned him down.
I can't think of anything I want more than to be able to go home with him after work.
Well then,
It's not right. It can't be that easy.
it is so. The only thing that's stopping you is yourself.
Is that all? Must have seen you coming.
It's enough for 4 hours labour, which is what you owe Nev. Do you want your precious radio or not?
Nev!
Hand it over then.
Money first.
You're a sly one for a hippie.
In the bag.
Come here, my beauty. Still in working order, I hope.
I've been on it all day. This is going to pay for my passage to Denmark. I'm going to Utopia. The commune.
Oh.
Axel's invited me to hang out. Not that you need an invitation, because it's an anarchist free state.
Oh, it's good that you'll know someone, though.
2 people, babe. I want you to come too.
What?
Me and you. Like Bonnie and Clyde. You'll dig it when we get there, I promise.
So all this time I've been slaving in the kitchen trying to put some meat on their bones. I've given Bernard colic and Walter the squits.
Well, they have a whole range of symptoms that could be attributable to celiac disease.
I've always been so careful. Nothing shop bought ever gets past the door.
You won't know, will you?
And the doctor says it's treatable.
Look, if you get their diet right, they could be like new men, really. So, Mr. Bannister, if you come with me now, I can get some blood tests done straight away. Okay. This way.
You know, sister, all my life, the one thing I've been sure of is that Mam knew what's best for me.
She's a very determined woman.
I don't want to be a priest.
Well, I've patched you up, but you're going to be a patient for a while.
Thank you.
I'm sure you'll find it very instructive.
Sure I shall. I'm just relieved to know what was wrong with me. I've been so worried. Right, well, just you let the nurses look after you for once, will you?
And not that they had much of a look in. Susie's hardly left your side.
Well, if it wasn't for her quick thinking.
Girl's got real gumption. 10 out of 10 for thinking on her feet.
Well. Matron. Thank you.
Still at Laura?
Mrs. Thank I don't know what to say.
You made me doubt my own daughter. I took your word before hers without thinking.
You both had a lot on your minds.
No. I was a coward. Too bound up with the job. I'm going to resign from school as soon as they can replace me.
Why would you do that?
I have to.
Neil's always said those are the best.
I almost killed her.
Look, it's not easy looking after a child on your own. Mrs. McMurrow's been gone a long time now. You're not the first parent who's had to cut corners.
Daddy?
What's happened's been bad enough. There's no need to make it any worse.
I don't know what to say.
You could start by telling Mandy about her mum.
So I'd like to keep Bernard in until I get his test results back. Okay.
That'll give me a head start in the kitchen. Look sharp, Walter. We've shopping to do.
Ma'am, wait. This gluten thing, it means some changes.
I know that, love.
Big changes, I mean. If I can't eat wheat, then I can't break bread.
What do you mean?
Bernard has a pint, Mrs. Bannister. According to canon law, the Holy Host must be made of wheat. And I've never heard of a priest who can't take Holy Communion.
If this isn't a sign, then I don't know what is. I'm sorry, Bernard. You're not meant for the priesthood.
That's all right, ma'am. I'll find something else. I don't want you to keep worrying about me.
Another time then, when it's more organised. But I have to give a month's notice, you see.
I don't know what you're missing.
Oh, believe me, I do.
I'll do wrong for you. Do things I know I
Gets
should.
past Newcastle and I'm the Maharishi.
If you tell me you're still gonna love me when I'm through.
blokes never stick around.
Have you ever thought, Lizzie, that that's maybe why you pick him?
Yeah, perhaps you're right. It's my subconscious telling me that I don't need a man.
Nick, listen about the other day.
Marion.
I know you said to forget about what you asked me, but I really can't think about anything else.
Yeah, it's been on my mind as well.
Really?
At the time, us living together seemed so simple, so obvious.
Yeah.
I can't believe we got it so wrong.
What do you mean?
I should have been more sensitive, seeing the situation from your point of view.
But...
No, it's good that you feel a responsibility to your family. It's one of the reasons I respect you.
Another day has come and gone in a world where I don't belong.
Up on that cliff, I was so scared. Then something took over and I did the right thing.
You were beginning to think like a nurse.
And I'm positive now that's what I want to be.
You've got a long way to go. It's not all drama and excitement. It's the routine that's the real challenge.
And I'll do it. You'll see. When the suspension's over, I'm going to make you so proud.
See. In the meantime, I want to be out of this bed and running my hospital.
I go to bed, but my sleep just won't come.
Give me a look.
How long have you got a mock? Oh, God, Jack!
When I was his age, I would have given anything for somebody to take my side. Sam, can you hear me? Bobby, no!
I can't stand this any longer!
Come on, Myron, we'll be